Channel is called Make Money Journey, and all the different things that I might have to do in the journey of making money, I record them. I'm about to talk about AdSense. When you have a YouTube channel, and sometimes you might not realize that YouTube has been taking money from you, then you realize. So I live in a noisy place, very quiet place, but sometimes unwanted noise when you're recording is not required. That's why you hear some background sound in this recording. And then please use a dynamic microphone. Use a dynamic mic. It will help you a lot. A studio mic is rubbish because it picks too much noise from the environment. So, but here I'm using my condenser microphone because my dynamic mic has to be fixed or get a new one. So I use some noise gate to stop the noise in the background. These are some of the things I share here. I'm trying to hide some information because I don't want to show a lot of things here. So there's some plugin, there's some extension you can use and hide certain things. But for some weird reason, they are not working. You see all these fucking things here? It works on something like payment. It works on these things, but the actual information like someone's address, it doesn't actually hide it. So people, I keep saying, you see, this channel, if you have watched this channel, you notice that I complain a lot. But it's not complain. It's people don't know how to make things right. That's the problem. If this thing just work, would I complain? I'm trying to hide this address. It doesn't hide it. You're supposed to right click. You're supposed to click control on your keyboard and then right click. These things will be blurred out. But if I do it here, it does work. So I just went ahead to try to get so many different types. None of them is working, you see. None of them. So I'm just going to leave that. And I still have to, and I still need to make this video. So at least I can talk about the very main things, even if I can't really show them. I noticed that YouTube has been taking money from me. Like, for example, if I make $500 or in euros, I noticed that they take like 200, like 100 and something. Like they're taking like 30-40% from my money. I'm like, what? What's going on? I never noticed before. So I realized that my tax info has finished. If I go to let me just go and show you. You know, your payment are currently on hold. Action is required. You know, so I didn't know that's been the problem, and the thing I did before has expired. So I didn't know that every year you have to do it again. I was like, so this is fucked up. Yeah, very clear. And with this, they're gonna take a lot of money from a lot of people like this because people won't remember every year to do this. Anyway, so I'm looking for how to solve the problem, and I watched a video, but the guy was talking very fast, and when he came, I saw this video. When it came to the point where he would show exactly what he did and show us the forms and how he filled the form, he was talking really quick and he was just brushing through it. But when he tried it first also, he made a mistake because he did this form before. But he realized that instead of them taking like 5% or 3 or 4% or even 0%, he realized that they were still taking like 20%, even though he thought he did it right, because he needed to be more careful about it. So he had to watch more videos, he had to do more research, he had to be more careful. Then he found out that there are some other settings that he had to click to reduce from 30% to about 3 to 4%. So why is he now making a video and going very fast about it? I don't understand. Like it's just funny. So I'm like, I'm trying to do it now myself, and I'm like, what I'm seeing, it's not what he's showing me. Like the things he's seeing in this video, I'm not blaming him, but man, when something is not perfect, you gotta complain. Because another person I'm trying to do it, but it's not working for me because some things are brushed over very quickly. So I'm like, let me take my screen recorder out and record this. So this is the journey of making money. Are you feeling me? So I'm saying everything that I do, even if it's not, everything's related. So, but I'm trying to blow out some information, but I cannot blow them out. So because of that, when I get a certain parts of the video, maybe I'll just pause the video. But there's really nothing to blow out. This is the address, so what's there to blow out? But maybe, who knows? But we'll see. So now I click. So in his own case, okay, let's forget about him now. So, but sometime in this channel, I refer to a video that kind of helped. Like most videos I watch when I have a problem, they might tell me some part of the problem. They might not tell me everything. So sometimes I watch like 3, 4, 5 videos. Sometimes I watch 50 videos to solve just one problem because I'm getting each piece of the puzzle from different persons. And it's hard to find one person that says all the things because everybody wants to do it fast and a quick video. And if there are 10 steps to something, they just say about 2 or 3 and emphasize one point, and the other very important points are not even talked about, or maybe they're brushed over. So that's why I'm like, let me record this. This is a very important thing because somebody might need this too. And these are my journey of making money online, or making money generally, because you need internet. So anyway, so I won't bother to show you my money, how much money I made and how much money YouTube paid me. They paid me like they paid me like 20 to 30% less than actually how much money I made. That was like really annoying. I'm like, what's going on? You know? If you're making lots of money, for example, you might not even realize that you've been losing money. So, well, it is what it is. So we need to solve the problem. So I'm like, let me still make this video, even if it's not going to be easy with all this blur and something. They're just not working. So, well, I'm going to try this again. Oh, it's already tried. So let's see. So anyway, without wasting too much time, so the idea is to click a new form, right? So it says here, blah, 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 it's expired. I now realize that every year you got to do it. Nobody said that. So now I learned something. Every year you got to do it. It's not automatic for all the years. I'm like, wow. I'm just finding that out. Nobody knew that. Nobody said that. That's why I'm making the video, because it's an information that is not common, that no one may know about, and you may do it, and maybe the year came to an end. You need to do for the next year again, and you start losing money. Maybe 2-3 months passed before you realize that they've been taking like 30% from your money if you're outside the US, of course. Anyway, so it's all about you may click the thing that shows up like this, you know, and then you going to click submit new form. So I click this submit new form. Wait, I'm recording. Okay, let's just continue the recording. There was a distraction there. Funny, the journey of making money is so difficult sometimes. That's why you need money. When you have money, most of your problem is solved. I think there's one thing I didn't know about money, right? There's one thing I never knew about money. This channel is about making money. But most videos will tell you, open a YouTube channel, start online business, sell something, or affiliate market, blah, blah, blah. But I think there are better advice for making money. And I think one of the best advice for making money, and why many people don't have money, is that they don't pursue money vigorously enough. Like, it's not like, no, I really want to make money. It's kind of like, we don't take it like a goal. Not like a goal. The word is too cliche to have a goal. You gotta have a goal. You gotta have a goal. No. Yes, but I mean like much more than that. Like the reason why people don't have money is because they don't really be like, I want money. It's not like a desire. It's not like a burning desire to make money. And once you decide that really now I want to stop being broke, enough is enough, I want to stop being poor, and you start to pursue it, even in your mind, to just have it as a goal, like, I won't say goal. Goal is too cliche. The word is overused, and it's not, like, you really, like, you wake up in the morning, right? You go to work or go to school. You're not thinking of, I want to make money. You're just working and getting paid every time. It's not like, no, I'm angry about not being a millionaire. I'm not happy about not being wealthy enough. That's what I'm trying to say. It needs to be something. Think of you having a headache in your head, and you're uncomfortable the way you feel in your head. Then you want to try to do something about it. Either you want to take some medicine or pray, like we believe in spiritual healing. You want to do something about it because the thing is hurting you. So the reason why you are being hurt by poverty is that you are not angry about it. It's not disturbing you. You are enduring it. It's like, it's okay. Your mind is not even there. You're like, yeah, I can get by. I can pay my rent. I can take care of my family. It's fine. That's why you're broke. That's what I'm finding out. Because I'm here trying to do a recording. People are disturbing me. You see all the noise in the background. I'm putting sound of water, sound of rain, and putting sound from. I'm playing a sound in the recording. I'm playing another sound outside of my speakers, just so if there's any noise, it will not so much be observed, you know. And I'm in an apartment where there are other people living there. All this disturbance, like, it's just getting me freaked out. It's getting me angry. So now I realize that if I have enough money, I could rent an apartment. Wow. If I have an apartment, all this problem wouldn't occur. Wow. So I need money. So my number one advice, maybe there are many advice, is that you need to take money serious. You probably need to have let me just close this thing up. You probably need to have what's it called? A goal. I won't call it, like, you want to have a book where you write every morning or every evening, every once in a while. I need to make this money. I'm tired and angry of being broke. I need to have this money in the millions. I really want to have it. People will tell you, no, they say I'm wealthy. All this fucking stupid affirmation that don't trigger your heart to. I'm not saying affirmation don't work. But what matters most is not the affirmation, that you think it and you believe it, achieve, believe, receive. I think the first thing is to have the desire. The desire must be there, first of all. The desire is more important than the belief that you'll be wealthy. Because if you believe that you'll be wealthy, it can help, don't get me wrong. It might steer your life in the right direction. But without desire, it's not going to go so far. Because even you might see opportunities, but you're not aggressive to take the opportunity enough. You know? So I think it's about aggression. It's about being angry. This is bullshit. I'm tired of this rubbish now. I got to do something about this. So you wake up in the morning, you're thinking about money. You're waking up, every time you're thinking about it, you're cracking your brain. You're working a little harder. You're thinking, you're trying things, you're trying different things. You get a little bit crazy, a little bit, you push yourself beyond your comfort zone, and you're ready to do whatever to get that money. Not to be so nice unnecessarily. Sometimes you are too nice to people, like you're too, man, you get my point. I think that's one advice I think is very, very powerful for myself and a lot of people. So anyway, because as I'm trying to do this recording, it's just not easy, So let's get back to this AdSense something, because remember, this channel is about money making. So don't think you're generally watching a video about AdSense. It's about everything. I'm just sharing my experiences and what I think is important. So when I click this start new, because they say it's all about starting a new form. So I click it, but I noticed something weird was going on, that Google is kind of crazy, right? So you click here, and I'm like, nothing is happening. Why? It still keep showing the same thing. Because when I watched the guy's video, I saw a different page than okay, let me just show you the video so that you can be sure what I'm saying. Let me show you the video. You people want to see every little thing. This video can be very helpful. Although this video is like not too new. I don't know why his face is too. Why you make video and your face is too zoomed in? Maybe some cameras are like that. Zoom out a little bit. It's too in your face. Anyways, so let me see if I can show you. Yes, you can see when he starts to fill the submit new form. This was the older form. Okay, let me see if I can just push 5 seconds forward. You can see how he blurred his own his address and things like that. But I don't know, I couldn't do that with this thing. I tried like 4 different plugins. You see, submit new form, start new form. Then it came to this place. Payment settings, manage tax info, United States tax info. To find the right tax form, please, blah, 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 blah. Then I noticed he went ahead and chose individual. But I didn't get this part. It didn't take me to that part. I'm like, what's going on? That's why I'm making this video. So not knowing that when I click this thing, and I click the new form, like click it again, if I scroll down, it shows something here. But if I didn't scroll down, I didn't notice it. Google's so fucked up. They don't bring the thing to the top so that you can notice it. So I'm like, wow, what the fuck is all this? They're just trying to take money from people or something like that. So I try again. So I click this and I scroll down to see if there's anything showing up down there. So please close any pop-up blockers and try again. So they're like, pop-up blockers can block a form from opening up. Are you okay? My goodness. Anyway, So let's try to do that. I think I tried that before, but it didn't change anything. We're going to solve this problem. Because this video I'm making, somebody might watch other videos, but the problem is not solved. So it's like I'm seeing more things, and I show you all the things that all the different problems that you might be standing in your way. I'm not saying that I need to experience all of them, but I'm just trying to show you what I can. So I go to my add-ons and whatever. So there's an ad blocker. This is an ad blocker right here. It's an ad blocker, but it's turned off. Ad blocker bachelor. I don't want to delete it because it's very useful. This one is this one turned off also? Add to Firefox is not turned on, it's turned off. That's why I say add. So there is no ad blocker here that I can see. What is this? Tomato clock. What the fuck is all these things? So these ones are not turned on. That's why it's saying add them. So what is this zero blur? It's not even working. Funny, these blurs, they only work, they're not even working. It's kind of weird. Huh? You right click and it's not working, so I'm going to turn it off. So this one is to increase the volume. Some videos in YouTube are very quiet, so I use it to give more volume. Maybe this is the problem. I don't fucking know with Google and YouTube. Blur has been removed. Let me undo this and bring it back. This one is a very good one. I've been using this one for a long time, but now it's not working. I'm clicking control and I'm doing the right click, but it's not working. So I'm just going to turn it off or probably just remove it altogether. I want to say report because it didn't do anything. Oh, now they're going to ask too many questions. Anyway, let's not waste time with that. So I'm trying to see what is blocking the thing from showing up, the form. I try again. Submit new form, start new form, start tax form. Couldn't re-authenticate you. Okay, I don't know what that is. So I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to find out what it is. It's very funny also, this very famous OBS. They should have a little thing down here that you can see all the time. So if you want to pause the video, you can just pause the video. But these companies don't grow. I don't know what's wrong with them. They don't improve their groove. These are the things I'm talking about. Online money making, for example. I could make something like OBS like this and complain about this and say this is better than OBS. You see, OBS cannot do this, but at least it's not straightforward. That company starts making sales. People start patronizing their whatever they have, because this OBS is really popular. I'm not saying it's the best. Don't even know if it's the best. But this pause, I can't have this pause right here, so I can pause while I'm recording. These are all opportunities to make money. You don't have to know how to code. You may just have to get some money and get people together. I want you to write me a code. I want you to design for me something like this, but I want to make it better than this. They do it for you, pay them. It's your company, it's your product. Start making money. Sometimes it's to create something that solves a problem. So that's another advice also. So all this complaining I'm complaining, somebody could make a program or something that solves people's problem for them, and in turn ask for something. Maybe not money directly, maybe get attention, maybe get fans and people and customers. I don't know what. It's all about money making. Anyway, so I'm going to pause this video right there and I'm going to find out what that thing means. You say couldn't re-authenticate you. Let's see what it is. My videos are usually long because I'm doing it for real. Couldn't re-authenticate you. Please close any pop-up blockers. Couldn't re-authenticate you. Please close any pop-up blockers. I could as well leave it here and I would just think it could be somewhere like that. I could just pause when I want. Maybe that's good. Let me put it on top of it can also be behind the screen. Oh, I could do that next time. I found a way. So I could just do that. I don't even know when it's paused. When it's recording. Only through this red thing can I know that it's paused or not. So even if I do like that, I wouldn't know if it's paused or not unless I come this way. Fucking people. So I'm just gonna put it like that. Whenever I want to pause, I just click somewhere up here. Let me say, for example, like this. Holy shit, this is difficult. I have to click the red part on top here, because if I click somewhere here, it might cause problems. I just do like that, where I can see that it's recording or not. You can see this. Then I can just do that. When I want it, I click the white. What part should I click? I don't even know anymore. Oh, no. I click the top part. Yeah. Okay, I get that. So let me pause it. Let me go. But before I pause, let me just search while you watch me search to solve this problem. So they said, what did they say again? We couldn't re we couldn't re we couldn't re-authenticate you. Pop up blah blah blah. I'm just trying to write something similar to what Google AdSense was complaining about. It's even recent also. God couldn't re-authenticate you. Please close any pop-up. Close. All right, so let's see. Somebody's asking the same question. God couldn't re-authenticate you. Blah, 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 blah. Try again. We add that info. God couldn't blah, 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 blah. Let me pause the video because I'm going to tell you later. All right, you can see I'm reading a lot of them. People complaining that they cannot be. This guy is saying, I was asked to add tax information, blah, blah, blah. I try to add, they tell me, couldn't re-authenticate you, please close any pop-up. The same person. Why is it spelling close like that? Okay, fuck yeah. So let's keep searching. Because we need to get past that problem first of all. We need to get past that problem first of all. And we need to also watch that it's not very old. We couldn't find any. Yeah, this one also. Let's see this. Why am I seeing the error? Your identity couldn't be verified. Authenticate failed. You couldn't devise it. No, this is a different thing. It's a different thing. What I'm going to do is that I'm not going to keep pausing, because if I keep pausing the video, I think I'm not going to work. I'm just going to delay and waste time. So I don't have to give it. I just have to record this. If the video is 10,000 hours, let it be. Because I'm working. I'm just trying to record something here. So this is not something that is common, and it's not that easy. It's supposed to be very easy, but Google make it difficult. I mean, how can a company like this be so difficult to? So, say I should refresh, because I don't have any pop-up blocker here. I don't have any I've removed all the pop. And why will pop-up? Why will it? Normally, when you're in Google, right? Even if you have pop-up blockers or ad blockers, if you get to Google, they don't work. Only when you're on a website do pop-up blockers get activated. In Google, I noticed that pop-up blockers don't work in Google, but now in AdSense they're working. Why? Just to disturb you? Damn it, man. So it says we should. Well, there's a problem. Okay, let's refresh. There's no pop-up blocker, and I don't know why. So I'm just gonna do this again. Because somebody could be going through this problem right now, trying to solve the problem. All right. So I've made like 600 euros, but it showed me only 400. So that's why I'm like, this is not good. So this is not good at all. It's not good at all. Almost half of the money. So now I click this red thing here. That's the thing. That's the problem with this something. I've been on YouTube for 4 or 5 years now, so they shouldn't fucking tell me they don't know who I am or something like that. You can see it says expired. But maybe I could go ahead and just, this is the form, so maybe I should go ahead and just click this and just ignore all of that. Maybe, yeah, so I don't know. Let me log in. I'm going to ask me 10,000 questions now. So, this is just the form. Ah, you cannot fill the. Can you fill the form from here? Is it fillable? Oh yes, it's fillable. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna try to fill the form. Then I'll tell you. I'm gonna watch the other video and see what the guy is saying, and see what's going on. Okay, so I'm watching the guy's video again. I turned the volume off because it's distracting me, so I can see very well. So what I see here is that it all has to do with just go ahead and get to this form. Go ahead and get to this form, W8 band tax form. All those things Google is showing that I could not go through, blah, blah, blah. I don't have to go through all those hoops. Don't have to pass through all those hoops. What I want is this form. And I know this form very, very well. So even from the very first page, I could see the form there. You know, like, where is it again? This is the form here. Oh, this is video. Where is it again? What's going on? The form here. It's like a PDF form. This is the form. No, but this is not the first thing I saw. I downloaded this form. I don't know what's going on. Where? This thing's gonna be too complicated. Yeah, this is the, like, for example, I come here first. I'm trying to submit a new form. Watch this and watch the confusion. I'm trying to submit a new form, and it's giving me all the problems. But even if there was no problem, I went through with the forms. I went through with all of this clicking. It was still going to be about this. So at the end of the day, the only thing I needed was this form. You can see how confusing that is. Because if I come here, I'm going to see the same form. Okay, maybe I should do a new form. Maybe this is the one I did before. Okay, I get that. These are the things I input in the form. So, but I feel I could take I can take the old one and just readjust and just put something different. Look at dates here. I can might as well just change the dates. Because last time I was doing this, I didn't have any problem. When I did this, my money was just fine. So all the extra thing the guy is saying, like for TV, copyright, music, and blah blah, that they are paying those tax to those people. Google is just playing games. I mean, Google has been there for years. It's now we're going to pay for TV and for this and that, just otherwise. I mean, so I'm thinking that I'm learning this thing because the guy's video is not so good. Maybe he doesn't know, because I could use the same old form again, and just change the date. I don't want to change anything. It's the same information. You know, I've nothing to hide here, so I don't have to. In the name of hiding something, then I'm going to waste time. Because this thing worked last year. It's just that it expired. So signature of beneficiary, blah 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 blah. Maybe I just change the date here. I just put today's date. Maybe that is fine. Sometimes some things are so easy, but people complicate it. They make it look like rocket science and aeronautic engineering. Sometimes some things are very easy. Trust me, life is easy, but people complicate it. So it's May 13, 2022. So May, and that's going to be 05. Okay, I'm going to put 13 here. 2022. 13 is my lucky number, though. All numbers are my lucky numbers. All right? That's that. So, but can I submit this form? Because there's nothing to change. Everything is already in there. It's just as simple as that. It is every year. And I didn't know that you have to renew it. I didn't know that. I thought it was automatic. Since I put the information, they should just do the same thing for the next year. Why do I have to go ahead and do it again, like by myself? It's kind of like stupid and lame of them. So anyway, that's the form. I'll just change the date so that it's for this year now. But now where to say yes or no, I don't know how to save it. I don't know how to save this thing. Maybe make it a little smaller. I can see something down there. There's nothing I can see here. What is this capacity in which I the same name that's there, same thing, nothing. It was like this before. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what else they need. Because I've done a lot of things on the internet. I've solved a lot of big problems. But when I finally solved those big problems, it turned out to be something really simple, something really extremely simple. So that's one big lesson I learned. So this may be as simple as just the same. If you're doing it for the first time, okay, maybe then it's a different story now. Just fill the whole form. Just put your name and put your address and put all those things and just say what country you're from. I'm already saying I'm from Belgium here, so there's nothing more. You just put your dates. Like you are filling the form they said. So now you're from a European country, then they're not going to take too much tax from you. Unlike you don't do it at all. That's just what it is. There's nothing mysterious about it, but they try to make it look mysterious. But for me, it worked. They didn't take too much money. It was almost the same money I made that I got in my account. Because you can in your YouTube channel you can see how much money you're making. You can see it. So when the money comes to your account every month, as Google is paying you, you see that it's almost the same thing that you saw on your channel. And I didn't have any problem. So now why should I go through all this extraordinary thing? Anyway, I wish I could save this form, or maybe this form can. This is a PDF. No, it's not a PDF because I'm able to write inside this thing. Anyways, I'm going to. I cannot save. Maybe make it a little smaller. Maybe I might see some other things around though. See, not near. So, okay, I'm just gonna leave this to the side. I wish I could save this thing, but I'm gonna go back into my form and see. It wants me to do a new form. So even if I get a new form, I'm just gonna. I think it goes through now. Now it goes through. So now it went through when you see how it went through? I think because I clicked on the older form I just went to the form directly, W8 Ben or something like that. I clicked that one and I was looking into it. So now as I try to go through, now it goes through. Didn't say couldn't re-authenticate you, or maybe because also I refreshed. So take note. So I'm now going to click individual. I'm going to click next. So now I'm on the same page the guy was on, and it's showing the same things, blah, blah, blah. So now let me just follow the guy. I don't want to crack my brain too much. Let me just see. Let me just read. What type of account is this? Individual, yes. Are you a citizen or resident of the United States? No. So I'm going to click next also again. I'm not too stupid. It's not so hard. So we're going to fill this form. W8 Ben. Start the form. Okay. So maybe I'm going to pause the video right now. But let's just look at it first. So the form is opening up. I'm waiting. Pause the video. So basically this is the form. Name of individual. Blah, 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 blah. Optional. Country. And this is the foreign, this is the tax number. There's a certain number in Europe. It's like some 11 digits like that. You just put those 11 digits. And then we go ahead. So I just wanted to show that. So let me try to fill these things, and I'll tell you what's going on. I'm going to use the same information as before, so that we don't have to start anything anew again. This recording is going on for 34 minutes now. My goodness, wow, goodness me. So let me just do it. See these fucking people, how confusing they are. Watch this. You should fill this or this. Tax information number, something like that. Now they say a taxpayer identification number. Okay, taxpayer identification number, TIN. It's a tax processing number required by IRS for some tax forms. if you're claiming tax treaty, you're required to provide this. So they didn't make it clear. It's like, just tell me if you want to get if you want to get your money that we're holding, just put your tax number here. What are you making as if you're trying to claim tax treaty? As if maybe I don't want to claim tax. Why? I don't want to claim any tax treaty. But that's what they mean. That if you want to collect your money that we're taking because of tax that we're collecting, man, they try to confuse you. Yeah, man. I don't know who started this idea of speaking big terms when it's this kind of stuff. Just speak in everyday language. Make it clear at least. I'm not against speaking big words, but make it clear. Say this is you're filling this form because you want to claim, because you want to actually, you want to take, not claiming, it's not, you're not claiming anything. I don't know how to explain. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, word it very well so people don't be like, okay, I'm not trying to claim anything. No, I'm trying to get my money back, the one you're taking from me. It's not like you're claiming tax, as if it's tax returns or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's confusing. And I wanted to just talk about that. They use wrong language to deceive you and make things complicated so that you can be like, you made a mistake. You made a mistake because they make it complicated when it could have been straightforward and crystal clear. So yes, I got the number. And you can actually use another person's one because it's just about receiving the tax. You can use any other person's. You can use any other person's TIN number. In fact, I kind of think you can also generate. You can also generate a TIN number that will be accepted. Because like for many years, I never had legal documents. So there are ways you could go about, going about your business and get by despite lack of legal documents. So you could generate these things and it will accept it because they just want to pay the tax to you. The money is coming to your bank account. So as long as if you use another person's, in this case I use my friend's own, the tax is going through him to the government, because it's all about tax of governments, right? But I get my money paid. Instead of the money staying in the US, the money comes to me since I'm not in the US right now. So you can use anybody's own. And I'm sure you could also generate any address. Any TIN number that goes with a name. You can generate fake address and name. It can give you all of these things, and they will work also. But when it comes to put a phone number, you put your real phone number. When it comes to put an email address, you put your email address. When it comes to phone, email, you put those things, But all these things you can go about it because this is a way of making money even when they kind of make it hard. So we're going to the billions. So now I'm going to click next because I think the other one is this is foreign. This is for the US, I suppose. So I'm going to click next. Let me just look into this. I'm going to click next. Yeah, so now this is the address. I'm just going to input the same address. A lot of things to fill. Oh my freaking goodness. Oh my God. The guy's own was very easy. Okay, because he just brushed through the video very fast. Anyway, so I'm going to fill the address in. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to put all this in. Funny enough, it was already there before. Immediately I pressed the address. I just clicked. It just popped up the one that he had in the memory before. And it's all good. So I don't even have to do everything and start afresh. So that's good. Let me keep going. So I click next. Now tax treaty. I hope it's kind of like we're going through all of this 7 hoops. Oh my goodness. Maybe I better live in the US. Maybe I should live in the US because this is just. Come on, click next. So I'm clicking next. I don't know what is. Oh, city. Oh. But it did it before. Yeah. But you had it right there before. It's there. Are you asking me again? It was all there before. Now it's asking me city again. Everything is there. Next. Another thing I learned in life, something doesn't work before, try again. You can see this one didn't work before, but I kept trying. Maybe try the exact same thing again and it works. What didn't work before can work now. What you think went wrong before doesn't have to go wrong again. This time around, it could go right. Maybe not even doing something different, the same thing. Or maybe it doesn't work again, try a little bit different. But no, we don't do something completely so different. So that's another thing I'm learning about life. It's all the journey of success and money making. So now let's see the next thing to feel. Belgium and US have a tax treaty. That's good. Are you claiming a reduced tax of withholding? Too much big words. Oh my goodness. Are you claiming a reduced rate of withholding under a tax treaty? I think yes, of course, yes. Why do you even bother putting this? Oh my goodness, this is fucking crazy. U.S. tax law may impose a 30% withholding tax on payments that are considered U.S. source income. Okay. This tax may be reduced or eliminated for any payee that qualifies under the blah blah blah. Okay, that's clear. So resident of the country, region, blah blah claiming. I think I should click yes here. I'm not so sure. But now I'm positive is yes. Because this is the question. These are the answer, yes or no. But all this thing written here may make you forget that it's all about no or yes. Are you claiming a reduced rate? Yes, I'm claiming a reduced rate. That's no brainer. Resident of country claiming tax treaty. So now I have to write Belgium. In my case, it's Belgium. Yours could be somewhere else. I think so. Service. You may be exempt or they talk too much. My goodness. Yeah, you have to click all these three. That's one thing I saw in the guy's video. Click the three of them. Hey, too much talking now. They make it too complicated. Oh my God. Default rate, no treaty. Oh my God. What do I have to click right now? Now, I have to watch that guy's video right now here because there's too many choices. Default rate, but I've already chosen the country. So if my country has a tax treaty with the US, then just put that. Don't give me other choices as if I've already put the country. You know that they told me that my country has a tax treaty with the United States. So don't put me other choices of those that don't have a tax treaty. Just to confuse me. Withhold rate, reduce rate. Treaty rate is 0%. Maybe I should click this 0. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure I'm withhold it, reduce. I don't know I'm not sure about that because it's confusing. Because these people can speak in any language and say, but yeah, but this is what we meant by that. So let's see this guy's video again.
Which tax treaty is applied? Then you will need to select this box and the article and paragraph as well as the withholding rate should also be pre-filled because of the country you selected earlier. In my case,
so the guy is doing it very fast. Even though I slowed the video, it's going very fast with this thing. That's a bad way of making a video. Very bad way. This is a very delicate part. You must be very careful now. He did it the first time and he messed up too. But now that he got it, he's just relaxed and just doing the video very fast. But none of the people, this is not something you just click anyhow. You want to be sure exactly what it is. So, special rate and conditional service. I think it's here. It's about to get to the place we service such as Adsense. Yes, I remember that.
Case Australia. So make sure you choose the reduced treaty right here. Then this is important. Make sure you.
Yeah, that's the main part. It's important, but you see how to slow the video down so much, even though it's still going fast. Wow, people don't know how to teach. So I'm gonna just click these three things because I want them to disappear. And there's another one here. Don't disappear, please. Just stay right there. Just click all of this. They make it so difficult. So here I saw something like 7 somewhere. Oh, nice, 12. My goodness. It said make sure you say reduce. That's what he chose. Reduce. Yeah, withholding rate reduce. So let's watch very carefully because maybe they are not supposed to be all the same setting. Maybe they are supposed to be the same. I don't know. Let me watch the video again. It's a nice video, but the guy is rushing through it. Okay, let's check. But here it shows something 7. Let's see again.
Australia. So make sure you choose the reduced treaty.
Reduced treaty rate. It chose 0%.
Right here.
See, it wasn't specific. Reduce the 0%, not the 31. People don't know how to teach. It's kind of weird. They're so relaxed, but they're not doing. They're relaxed, and you're like, oh, he's doing a good job. But no, it's not. He has 0%, not the 31. The 01. The 0% one. Yeah, it is what it is. What can you do? People are like that. And I'm funny enough, he made a mistake before, and he's still not trying to help us get it easier. Yeah, people are never in your shoes. They don't feel what you feel, so they're not gonna do. All right, so I want to check one place that says 7. I see something that says 7 here. I want to click that too because I saw he clicked that, but he didn't say nothing about that, right? He didn't mention this, but he clicked the 7. So that's why I turned the volume off. I'm not even listening to what he's saying. I'm just watching what he's doing. Because sometimes he's saying something else and he's doing something. When I watch this kind of video, sometimes I just shut the volume off. I just look at what the person is doing because they're just explaining things. And if you listen to what they're saying, they're clicking something else. But I'm just going to put the volume just to be sure.
Then this is important. Make sure you do it for the other 2 areas like so. You can see in my case.
Okay, so Article 12, and it shows 5%. This was the lowest they could give to him. In my country, they could give me 0%. So here it was 12 he chose. That's what is there. And here, we even have 0. So just choose the lowest one. We have 0. So we don't even have to pay anything from Europe. And I think that's about all. There's more again. Oh my goodness. Holy smoking. Okay, let's go back to this video again.
These 2 attract a 5% withholding rate. I went through and confirmed the form submission.
See what it did right there? It's fucking talking and it's clicking and it's not letting us see what it's clicking. So it's talking something else, but what is clicking is the most important thing, not what is explaining, because we need to click the right thing. Oh, people bad at explaining stuff. People bad at explaining. It's kind of weird. I'm just going to stop the volume. Click 12 right there. And you click here. You see, it's even going very fast. Even though I slowed down the video. Like, kind of weird. Like, I don't want you to get this. I want you to get it wrong. I don't want you to get this right. When he opened that place, there were different numbers. What it did was that it chose the lowest. Each time the thing appeared, if there was 30 and 20 and 5, it would choose 5. If there was 0 and something, it would choose 0 instead. Whatever was the lowest one, it would choose. That's what I noticed. Watch it again. Choose 12 here. You see? There was 30 and 5. He's still going very fast with it. Because it's more interested in talking than talking about this itself. Okay, but I saw it, no problem. When he hears this video next time, he will not do like that again. So I'm not doing it because I hate people. No. You're supposed to help me. Don't make it easier for me. Don't let me be struggling too. Damn it, man. All right. See, I clicked so fast. Like, please don't see this. So he clicked this. What about this? I think this was 12 also. I'm sure it was this. I'm sure it was this also, but I'm not sure. Let me just watch it because he kept on talking other things than what's actually clicking. Yeah, 12. Oh, there was 7. Okay, the third one is still coming. So there's 7, Article 7, Article 12. Let's see the third one, what is going to be. Article 12 also. Then 5. Then this. Brother. Okay, so yes. So in my case, the lowest is 0. I better choose that one. Because they're still trying to see, they're still trying to make you pay that 30%. So if you're not careful, you might actually click this and then you didn't do nothing. If you actually click this 30, guess what? You didn't do nothing. You're still not gonna get the money, all the money that you're supposed to be getting, because Google make it fucking hard. Because they're trying to make you make mistake. Wow. What the fucking world. Okay, so we've done all of that. Anybody could watch this video, they would see clearly what to do. So I click next now. There's still things to feel, but that's the most important part, I suppose. Wow. Oh, there's something here. Look at this. I already chose Belgium, so why the fuck is he giving me all of that? Wonderful. These people are very picky. So now I'm going to click next. Okay, now it goes forward. Wow. Oh my freaking goodness. So this is Make Money Journey. This channel is called Make Money Journey. Or this is where I'll post this video in a YouTube channel of mine that I called Make Money Journey, where I document and I talk about, I keep record of the things I go through to make money. So now, I don't know, I confirm, I suppose it's supposed to be. And I'm going to click next here. So I think those were the most difficult part. More questions. I will submit a new form within 30 days. No, I'm okay like that. Are you the person named in the tax identity section, signing form, blah, 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 Alpha and Omega? No. Yes, I'm the person named in the tax identity section, signing this form. No, I'm not the person named in this section. It's not me. They're asking too many difficult questions. Holy fucking shit. Because my name is Alpha Omega. You know, when you open a YouTube channel or Google Mail, you can use any name you like. They don't really care that much. So now it shows this my Alpha Omega that goes with my YouTube channel. But now, in the tax form, I use a different name. Now they're still going to ask me again. Why are you doing that? Are you the person named in the tax identity section signing this form? No, it's not me. But the funny thing, in the tax identity, it's not named Alpha Omega. That's the problem. Or they're saying, if they should have said, are you the one that is called Alpha Omega? I'll be like, yes. But as I fill those tags, it's not Alpha Omega's name that is there. Because this Alpha Omega name doesn't have anything to do with any tax TIN number, all those things like that. They're just asking unnecessary questions. I filled the fucking form for you. The funny thing that when they ask a question, it's always going to be like convoluted, twisted, hard to understand. And if you're not careful, you'll be like, oh, you made a mistake. Yeah, you could have said this, you could have said that, because they can twist it any direction. So you must be very, very careful not to make any mistake. Anyway, I'm just going to find a way of saying yes, 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 since I've done the most important thing. They're not coming to look for me. So, no, I'm not the person named in the tax identity section. I certify that I have the capacity to sign for the legal entity identified on this form. Yes, this should be the right one. Signed of the beneficiary owner on the beneficiary of the rights to sign as beneficiary. It's too complicated. It's too complicated. Because if it's a, for example, if it's a child that doesn't have all these things yet, it can do it. He or she can do it. The parents can do it for them. So I don't know what they mean here now. Full legal name of this is not my legal name, but it's me that own the account. I'm using another person to go through the tax. So why are they still coming to ask this again here? Or maybe I forgot how I filled the form last time. Okay, maybe I should pause and think. Maybe the more I'm trying to talk, if I'm not thinking properly. Let me stop this first and think. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to say yes, because trying to say no is kind of conflicting. Just say yes, I'm the one. I'm the one that's that name. I'm the same one called Alpha Omega. That's what I'm going to do. But even though I'm not the one, it's my friend. But they don't know who is who. So I'm Alpha Omega. I'm the same guy. I gave it the name there. So just to make things easy. That way, yeah, they're like, okay. So it's two different people. Just don't give them that confusion. So I'm just going to put my friend's name here. His legal name, because his legal name that matters the most. His legal name is what is paying the tax. So, and that legal name appears all over the tax. So why? That's what I should put here. I shouldn't say no and then put my name here. Then my name is not in the form at all. So that's not smart at all. So I'm gonna go to where his name is, and I'm gonna paste it here. So everything like rhymes, not so hard. So you see how this thing is very difficult. This is the name right here. Fuck these people. And I'm going to paste it here. And then I'm done. Still more questions. Activities and services performed in the U.S. and affidavits. Oh my goodness. Has the individual identified in the tax identity section performed any activities and services for Google within U.S.? Huh? Within U.S.? Has the individual identified in the tax identity section performed any activity and services for Google within US? No, outside the US. You're asking the same question again. They're asking the same question. I don't fucking understand these people. I don't understand. I certify that the service provided to Google or its affiliates will be performed solely outside the US, and that any label or capital, including blah. Okay, too much. Are you providing a tax info for a new or existing payment profile? Ah, God damn it. That hasn't received payment, or an existing payment profile that has previously received payment? I don't fucking know. You've not paid me my correct money for the past 3 months now. That's all I know. After the thing expired, I didn't realize that I need to do it again. I didn't even know. I just noticed that the money is not the same. Like the money I get in my bank account, it's not the same money that I see in my YouTube channel. So like 3 months passed. I'm like, okay, now let me actually fill the form right now. Before the next payday is coming, I'm gonna get money. So I want to get the same amount that I'm seeing in my stuff, and hopefully they're gonna pay all the rest that they took before. Hopefully they refund it. So this question here is kind of very tricky. Are you providing a tax info for a new profile that hasn't received payment? It's not new profile. It's for an existing payment profile that hasn't received payment, or an existing payment profile that has previously received payment. Oh, you asked the same question, yes and no within the same question. It's an existing, it's not new. I've been in YouTube before, period. You didn't pay for some months. Don't tie, this thing could have been like 5 different questions. Don't tie it all together. Anyway, I'm going to ignore what they said. I'm going to read the answers. I'm providing tax info for a new or existing payment profile that hasn't received payment. Like a brand new. I'm providing tax info for an existing payment profile that has previously received payment. I don't understand. I fucking don't understand that. Because I've been getting my money, but they've been taking the tax away. So it's not like I've received payment, yes, but is it all the payments? You didn't pay me all the money, you took some 30% away. So I did receive payments. So be specific. Which payments do you mean? Now mention the tax. Let me be clear which one you actually mean. Fucking people. Let me read this and see if I can see something from here. An affidavit of unchanged status certifies that the information on the tax form was accurate as of a specific past date. Google collects this affidavit for tax forms that are provided. I think they're trying to play a trick. They're finding a way that, to me, you can call me mean or what you like. They're trying to ask you questions so that the one they took before, they're not going to give you back. They're trying to make you give an answer so that the next time you paid the money in full, but the one they took before, they're not going to give you back. That's what they're trying to corner you to answer a question in a way that they will not refund the one they took before. That's what they're trying to do here. But the question is very weird. It cannot be and, or, and. No, just stay one. Are you providing your tax information for a new profile that hasn't received payment? Yes, don't add or existing payment. You cannot be new and or existing. You cannot be new or old. It has to be one of both. Then you say or an existing payment profile that hasn't previously. If you are a profile you never received money before, I've received money before. So there's nothing new here. They shouldn't even add this new here. Are you providing a tax for an existing payment that hasn't received payments? No, they've received payments. It's just that some payments have not been received, and there's more to come that has not been received. So the question is not clear. Anyway, I didn't bother reading all that confusion. So let's read the second choice. I'm providing tax for an existing payment profile that has previously received payment. But what payment they mean here? That's the problem right now. I guess maybe they mean the tax. They should have been clear. They should have been clear. I'm going to click this first one. Are you providing tax info for a new? It's a new form, but I did it before. So it's both new and it's both existing payment that hasn't been received. I've not received the money yet for some 3 months. So you see what they're asking here both applies to me. It depends on what they mean. They need to clarify. New, as in I'm a new YouTube customer. I'm not. But I've been receiving money before, existing payments. But it's a new form. And I want the other payment that I've been held to be paid. But they word it and they put two together rather than separating them. So I could easily answer this, and I could easily answer this. I could easily click this. I'm providing a tax for a new or existing payment that hasn't been. I've not received any money. I've not received the tax. Not money. I've been getting my money, but I've not been receiving the tax with it. They've been taking 30%. That's what I should click. But it's not actually new. And that's what they said, new or existing. Okay, the second one says, I'm providing tax info for an existing payment profile that has previously received. I've not received the money. I'll just receive my normal money. Man, fuck this. I'm going to click the first one. I said the paperless, go to paperless recommended, blah, blah, go to, took too much. What is this one again? Oh my God. They just give you choices to... Make it too complicated. Google is a fucked up company, really. They could make these things easier. To me, it's like they find ways that people will not collect their tax and get it and keep it to themselves, or maybe give it to the American government or keep it to themselves, because big companies also play games. Don't forget that. You can see that questions are so hard to understand. They word it like it could go this way or that way. So now it's good. Everything is okay. You can see it's all green. It's all green, unlike before. So now everything is good. Everything is perfect. You can see it's nice. It's a new year right now. So it's yeah, I think we're all good. We're all done. We're all done. I guess I can leave it right now. That was the last year one. Yeah. Because I saw the guys, when the guy did his own, he says it's approved, it's been accepted, blah, blah, blah. Wow. That was very difficult to do. So thank you very much. We succeeded. Peace. Let's just check the guy's video and see if his own look like this to confirm that we succeeded as he did. So I'm going to just play the video. I'm going to watch. Don't care about what he's saying.
The area where you need to activate. That pretty much means you're saying the situation hasn't changed.
So he chose the top one. Okay. Okay. I should have just watched this video and see what he answered here. But I'm good. It's already approved anyway. As the individual, okay, he chose no in that one. It's okay, it's been approved. It's like whatever the answer is. Let me see. I certify that the service provided blah blah blah. As the individual entity, as the individual identified and performed any. Yeah, I say no. I didn't do anything outside the U.S. Yeah, remember that also. Yeah. Okay, wait, watch this. I'm providing a tax info for a new. I'm providing a tax info for an existing payment that has previously received. I've not received payment before. I don't understand this part. So I don't know why he chose this part. I'm providing a tax for an existing payment that has previously received payment. Yeah, but what payment? Google always pay you every month, no matter what the case may be. They always pay you. There was a time in Google they were paying me every month. I had no documents to collect. I had no bank account to collect the money, but they were still paying me. The money was piling up in my Google account. The money was there. They were paying the money out, so they always pay the money. Even if you don't collect the money, they are still paying it. So there's no such thing as you didn't receive payment. They always pay you. So the payment here shouldn't mean the payment itself. It should mean the tax. That's what I'm thinking here. But they're always paying you. Last month they paid me, but they took 30% away, but they still paid me. But am I happy? No. I want the other money that you've not paid. Because you always pay anyway. So if they're talking about payment, they're going to be like, but you know we always pay you. So when we're talking about payment, you know you always receive money. It must have. It's not about the tax. You should have known it. We're talking about the tax here. You should have known we're talking about. You should have known we're talking about the tax here, not the normal payment. I'm like, but you were not so clear. That's why I chose the top one. I'm providing tax info for an existing payment profile that hasn't received payment yet. I've not received, or maybe somebody, but how can you be a new profile and you haven't received payment yet? It doesn't exist. Even when I had a new profile, my money was being received, even though I didn't cash it out. So to me, I chose this one. Because why I chose the second one is like, I want to tell them that I've not received money. So when I say I've not received money, then they know that, okay, we should give you your money. Which money? Whatever money you know that I have with you that you've not given me, give me that one. But if I say I've received money, then you'll be like, okay, yeah, so you say you received money, so why should we give you money when you say you received money? Okay, that hasn't received payment yet. This is like, that has never received any payment. No, I've been receiving some payment, so I will never choose this. I can't say I've never received any payment, but I've not been receiving my tax money. This one said that I've previously received. But if I say I've previously received, but I didn't receive the money. So if I say that I've received the money, then they might not pay it. So I'd rather say I've not received the money. Then they would know and check, okay, they will not. I think I did right. The questions are very convoluted. Like they're trying to make you make mistake. You say, how can you be new and you're existing, but you've not received? You could have just made the statement a little bit longer. If you have a new YouTube channel and you've never received money before at all, you've never received what's it called, earnings before. Don't just say payment, receive earnings before, not the tax we mean, but the earning before. Then here, existing payment profile that has repeatedly. The problem is that the problem here is the payment that people that is not clear, and the new or existing. You cannot be new and or existing. It's not possible. It has to be one of both. I know I'm talking a lot here, but I don't give a fuck because I hate confusion, and I'm sure you also hate it. So, a new payment profile that hasn't received payment, that one is clear. Or an existing payment profile that hasn't received payments, that's also different. But you can't be an existing without receiving money. You always get your money. So, and they also know that. So to me, I'm thinking that this payment means the tax that I've not received yet. And because I say I've not received payment yet, then they're going to give it to me. So even if it's the tax, they're going to give it. But if it means the payment, they're going to be like, but we paid you the money. But at least it's a better choice. Because I'm saying that I've not received anything. So they will now check that, okay, maybe they pay me the tax money they held before. Or maybe they pay me double what they've been paying me before. I don't know. But I'm not going to say I've received payments. No. So that's what I wanted to clarify. I'm not sure about his answers. Since he's also rushing it. Remember this guy made a mistake before? He filled his form before, he made a mistake and it didn't work. I mean, it worked, but they were still taking 20% instead of 30%. So he did a little better. But now he did it again, now it's like 5%. So why would I trust him? I just wanted to see what it did, and I can use my discretion to judge properly, because in Europe, we can get 0%. There, Australia, it can be 5%. So I just have to calculate and check and not make mistake, just do exactly what he's doing. No. So, but as I said, thank you to him anyway. But next time we should talk slower and show these things you should show this thing very carefully. Anyway, so let me just look at the whole thing again. At least I made a very, very clear video and I dealt with it. So yeah, it says approved. You say approved, claimed, claimed, claimed. The same thing. And he said that after this, because it's showing it back, he said after he did that, then the month that followed, he get the right amount of money. That what they took was just very little, just 5%. So I guess my next money also, I will get the right amount of money. So yeah, so thank you very much. The video is long, but I don't care that the video is long. Do I care about the video is long, or I care about solving a problem? So thank you very much. And peace. Wow, that was some war right there. That was very difficult. But we succeeded. 1 hour, 13 minutes. Wow. Thank you very much. So we made it. We did it. So let's check the form again. Yeah, we succeeded. Approved. Approved. Claim. So no problem right there. So do we just close it out? Yeah, we can close it out. Thank you very much. You're asking to confirm that you want to leave. Yeah, that was an old form. This one is the new one. We've done it and it's perfect. So yes, we solved a big problem. Wow, that was very tough. Yeah, so thank you. We solved the problem. So you can see my video answers lots of questions about how to go through all of this. It's 1 hour video, but it doesn't matter. It makes it crystal. Look, I'd rather watch a 1 hour video where I'm not going to make a mistake than watch a 10 minutes video that I might make lots of mistakes and doesn't even work. All right, so I'm grateful, I'm happy, and I'm sure you're happy too. Peace.